This is Radio Free Riverside, the voice of democracy. I'm Sam Page, here on the United American Network with the news you can trust. Here are your top stories. A Riverside County Sheriff's Corrections deputy is under arrest in Murrieta Valley. Investigators say Yash Patel faces allegations of sexual battery and false imprisonment tied to an off-duty incident. A claim filed April 29th by a former inmate says Patel used personal information from the Robert Presley Detention Center to contact her after release and pursue a relationship. Sheriff Chad Bianco says Patel had also been arrested in a similar case involving another former inmate. The department says it is reviewing whether more cases may be connected. Riverside County remains one of California's worst areas for ozone pollution. Fire crews, meanwhile, report that the Springs fire is 95% contained after burning 4,100 acres. The city of Riverside is launching outreach on the future of Cesar Chavez Monument and Community Center. City leaders and the Riverside Latino Network are asking for public input on the future of the Cesar Chavez Memorial Statue and Community Center. Riverside County authorities have arrested 42 men ages 21 to 81 in Operation Volcano, a year-long effort to combat child pornography. Among those apprehended are a child psychologist, a naturopathic doctor, a retired law enforcement employee, a California prison IT worker, a local government planning director, a Southern California Hospital chief technology officer, a notary public, a U.S. Postal Service employee, 2 corporate vice presidents, and 3 registered sex offenders. The operation ran from March 2025 to March 2026, and most of the suspects are no longer in custody. For more details and a full list of those arrested, visit the district attorney's website. And now in the Coachella Valley. ICE activities continue to increase in and around the areas of Indio, Palm Springs, Coachella, Cathedral City, Palm Desert, Joshua Tree, 29 Palms, and North Palm Springs along Highway 62 at Dillon Street towards Yucca Valley. Please send alerts to iceout.org, stopice.net, or call the Inland Coalition for Immigrant Justice at 909-361-4588. That number again is 909-361-4588. In the city of Coachella, a town hall meant to answer questions about a proposed data center instead left many residents without clear answers. More than 100 people, including residents of Sky Valley and Palm Springs, packed the Boys and Girls Club to discuss the proposed Coachella Valley Technology Center campus near Fillmore Street and 52nd Avenue. Phase 1 would cover 240 acres and includes microgrids, an energy center, and data halls expected to draw roughly 270 to 300 megawatts. The second phase would add 210 more acres and about 300 megawatts of additional demand. For perspective, 1 megawatt can power about 1,000 homes, according to the Imperial Irrigation District. City records estimate Coachella's projected electrical load over a 20-year period is just 70 megawatts. Before the meeting, protesters gathered outside with anti-data center signs, and inside the residents interrupted speakers pushing for answers and even played what they said was audio recorded near other data centers. Opponents say noise is a major concern, and city officials stressed throughout the night that no data center project had been approved. Beatrice Islambali of CV Strategies, which is the firm assisting the city, said there is no certified environmental impact report and no approval yet from the Planning Commission or City Council. In Murrieta, a crucial decision awaits voters this November as a new school bond measure heads to the ballot. The proposal comes 2 years after a similar initiative failed to reach voters because 2 board members voted against it. But this time, the Murrieta Valley School Board is moving forward unanimously with strong community support and a standing ovation at their latest meeting. The community lost out on state matching funds, candidate for trustee Area 1 Jeremy Murphy said, and was now considering a larger bond because board member Nick Pardue voted against putting the measure on the ballot. The $359 million bond aims to fund much-needed repairs and renovations across local campuses. According to the district, over 70% of residents surveyed earlier this year voiced their approval for the measure. Board members emphasized the importance of transparency, pledging to keep the community informed as voters prepare to make their choice. If approved, the bond will address aging infrastructure and facility upgrades, filling the gaps left behind by limited state funding. Murrieta Valley Unified School District officials say that they've explored other funding avenues, but local support, now at 75%, remains essential. In the California gubernatorial race, an Emerson poll conducted May 9th and 10th had Javier Becerra in first place among all the candidates with 19% voter support. He was followed by Hilton at 17.1%, Steyer at 16.6%, Bianco at 10.7%, Porter at 10.3%, Mahan at 7.9%, and Villaraigosa at 4%. Meanwhile, one candidate for governor is facing criticism after an anti-Semitic statement appeared in California's official voter guide, both online and in print. The statement was submitted by no party preference candidate John J. Grundman. It included conspiracy claims linking Israel to both the killing of Charlie Kirk and the September 11th attacks. The voter guide includes a disclaimer stating that those views are the candidates, not the Secretary of State's. Officials say this is not the first time one of Grundman's candidate statements has drawn controversy. As of this report, Grundman has not responded to requests for comments. Candidate Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco has shown little to offer the state of California through his series of recent televised debates. His policies consist mostly of calling everyone else a liar. When faced with a direct question about Republican candidate Steve Hilton, Bianco was unable to respond honestly, even though a video recording verified this claim. Bianco's disdain for women was also evident. During one debate, in an exchange between candidate Katie Porter and himself, after Porter stated, quote, "I don't need you to tell me how to be a mother," unquote, Bianco stated that, quote, "Maybe you do," unquote. His campaign for governor is facing renewed scrutiny as the June 2nd primary approaches. Recent coverage is focused on his debate comments about the Oath Keepers, the ongoing state civil rights investigation into his department, and the controversy over his seizure of election ballots. State Attorney General Rob Bonta opened a pattern or practice investigation into the Riverside County Sheriff's Office in 2023, citing concerns about jail deaths, excessive force, and other alleged misconduct. Separately, a recent lawsuit alleges a sheriff's deputy caused a deadly crash in Cali Mesa, and the state has challenged the sheriff's ballot investigation in court. And nationally and internationally, the 47th president attended a two-day summit in Beijing with China President Xi Jinping. The trip was estimated to cost as much as $21 million of taxpayer money, something many people say has little to no benefit to the American public, with more than a dozen U.S. executives who traveled alongside the president in order to further their own business interests. Reports say both sides considered possible agreements involving aircraft, agriculture, and market access. And ballots for the June 2026 election are now out across the Inland Empire. Riverside County says about 1.4 million vote-by-mail ballots have been sent. To count, ballots must be returned by 8 p.m. on Election Day, June 2nd, or postmarked by then and received within 7 days. This is Sam Page for Radio Free Riverside, the voice of democracy at the United American Network. News sources come to you from Ground News, a rated service that informs the public of bias left, right, and center. Thank you for listening.